received a ton of messages from people thanking me for being so open and honest about my addiction. People say they never hear stories of happy endings. I'm not the only one in recovery. I'm not the only one who has a happy ending. These are my best friends.
In my addiction, I made myself pretty sick. My mother was called in to identify me because I was in a coma. They were telling her that I was going to be disconnected from these machines within hours. I didn't care if I died.
I'm a drug addict. Slowly but surely I started to just fall into this dark hole. A hole that I couldn't come out of, but at the same time I wanted to stay in it. Same thing every single day, waking up not knowing where the next one was going to come from.
I started using when I was 12 years old. I felt hopeless, completely lost. I lost custody of my daughters twice. I absolutely had no will to live.
And I was in active addiction. I didn't know who I was, how to love myself, how to love anybody else. I thought I was less than everybody else. I could never be like them, that I was just this sick person for the rest of my life.
I felt hopeless, walking the streets and stealing. I lost completely everything. I really knew that it was over. I was gonna die.
In my addiction, I had no regard for anyone. I really didn't see no future but being in jail. I was incarcerated due to my drug use, and my father was murdered by his drug dealer.
When I was using, I felt alone, felt desperate. I didn't have hopes and dreams anymore. I didn't know how to live. I was ready to die. I never even thought I would make it to my 18th birthday.
It was the darkest place that I've ever been. Physically, mentally, emotionally. I had burned every bridge. I was a troubled, lost individual. I was hopeless. I knew that I was going to die in active addiction.
My mom didn't trust me. My little sisters didn't look up to me anymore. My brother was ashamed of me. I was broken. I never thought that I would live to see a day where I could function without drugs.
I realized that I wasn't going anywhere, and neither were all the people around me that were doing the same things.
I did things that I didn't want to do. I went completely against my character. I wanted to get high, but I wanted to get clean. It's really hard to describe that to people who don't have an addiction problem. I mean, my family was always in fear of if they were going to wake up and get a phone call.
I remember feeling hopeless and trapped. I just didn't feel like I existed anymore. I was a slave to drugs and alcohol.
My clean date is April 1st, 2016. Went to rehab. My family's back in my life. My life's amazing.
Hold on, pain ends. I'm so grateful to just be alive, able to experience a different way of life.
This coming August, not only will I have 4 years clean, but I will have had my daughters home for a year. Today I get to be a very independent woman, and I get to show my daughters how to become independent.
I went into rehab. I ended up going into a sober living home. I got my GED. My life has been changed. 5 years clean on August 14th.
So I'm coming up on 2 years. I wake up in the morning and truly love myself from the inside. I've never felt that feeling before. I've gotten my daughter back in my life. I'm pregnant now with a little girl. I found myself.
I remember walking to my counselor's office and just saying, help me, please. It feels so great to get those things off your chest. I remember as a kid wanting to be a dad. I actually had my daughter overnight last night. I actually got to spend time with her, actually be present. That's huge for me today.
I am a fitness nutritionist. I'm also a competitor for the NPC. I've been nationally qualified twice. I love it.
Just celebrated my 3-year anniversary. Some of my greatest blessings during recovery have been marriage, a child, and being able to purchase a home.
Recovery to me is my life. I've gained so much. I have 3.5 years clean.
I eliminated people, places, and things. The only thing I wanted when I got clean was to be happy. I have got so much more than just being happy. I've made amazing friends. Ended up getting married. We have 2 cats. I have 5 years clean.
I'll have 5 years. I'm married with a beautiful, almost 3-year-old little girl with just one more day and another day clean. These promises they spoke of, like they really did come true.
I have 3.5 years clean. I never thought in a million years that I would have a child of my own, that I can show how to live the right way. You can get your family back. You can get your life back.
Just have to ask for help.
But the life on the other side of addiction is the most amazing, beautiful lives that anyone could ever dream of.
There's hope out there.
To reach out for help and you could have a totally different life.
I like myself.
I like myself.
The best decision I ever made in my life was to get clean.
The people that I have met in recovery have been some of the strongest individuals that I have ever met.
No one has to die as a result of drugs or alcohol.
You can live a life without drugs. Reach out, ask for help. There's resources available.
Recovery is worth it because you're worth it.